Hey guys, it's the girl Bunzivee here, and I'm so happy that you are all tuned into my wonderful channel today. So, of course, Fantasia was on the Breakfast Club, and she was just dropping nuggets, y'all. She was dropping nuggets. Back to this freaking video. Like this is even besides the fact that I love her artistically. She's amazing singer. Like, I love her. So Fantasia went on the Breakfast Club submission. Wow, like submission. Whew. That I feel like we all had to hear that. Let's listen to that.
Generational thing. And we can go real deep on that, and I don't need to start that, but it's a generational curse. And how society have placed our men. And women have to stand up and be the mother and the father and the provider. And so then now you are so bad, you can't be told nothing, that when the right man come, you lose him because you're trying to be the man. I was finna say,
right,
man.
Can we be equal?
Oh, of course. Because at the end of the day, I'm the neck, my man's the head. So he can't make any moves without his wife. You know what I mean? It all works together. But you can't be the head of the house. You got to let the man be the head of the house. But it's a generational thing, and it's what we've been taught. To stand up, be strong, be the, you know what I mean? And a dude come and everything about you is like a man.
Sometimes we have no choice, though.
But that's why I was saying it's a generational thing, and that's what society has. They do that on purpose.
So you think women have to fall back a little for their man? Is that what you think?
You have to learn how to submit. You can still be a queen. Queen plays a part. The king needs his queen. It's certain things that he can't see that we see.
Some people would say the queen is the most valuable piece on the board.
Come on, anybody play chess?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
'Cause
My
the king
husband's
can't
teaching
move
me
like
how
the
to play
queen
chess.
moves.
Yeah, I mean, we work together, but the queen has to sit back and allow her king to be the king.
Now what about it?
So I agree with her 110%. I do feel like one thing that this generation lacks is, I feel like, okay, so of course I'm not only talking about submission, but I'm just talking about that whole little part because it was a whole long interview. But I just took that part because I enjoyed it so much, and I loved how honest and transparent she was. And I feel like this generation is really stuck in the system, really stuck in a microwavable system when life doesn't go like that. It takes, sometimes you can't just pop something in the microwave and it's done and that's how it is. No, sometimes you have to go through A, B, and C, and D. The world that we live in is not microwavable. Unfortunately, I would love to have it my way, but that's not how it is. Sometimes you have to go through step A, B, and C to get to Z. Like, you can't automatically start at A and then jump all the way to Z and you see results. Like, and that's what's wrong with this generation. They feel like they can take that fast step instead of actually going along, not necessarily the long route, but going through the most honest route. Definitely, I'm speaking in a standpoint as being single, but seeing marital couples around me who are huge examples to me. So definitely that the submission, I feel like my definition is humble yourself, remove your selfish ways, and to know that you're no longer in control. Now, like I said, I'm speaking from a single perspective. I'm not married. I have great examples around me, and I'm just speaking from what I've seen at my neck. Okay. When she mentioned submission, generation is birthing so many independent Black women, so many independent women in general, women, to the fact that some of these women feel like they don't need anybody. But I'm telling you that even Jesus needed disciples, you know? So what makes you think that you don't need anybody? Like,
always lying. Oh my God, stop being lying.
No, it's certain things and certain topics that we can go on and on. Single, married, whatever, divorced, blah, blah. Like, we can really go on and all that. But I'm also talking from a standpoint of being Congolese. So, an African standpoint and how we do things in our religion and our tradition. And I feel like a lot of people, they are scared of the word submission because they feel like somebody's gonna run over you. Now, if that's how you rock in your home, where you are that woman that overrules your husband, that's how you do it in your home. But I'm telling you how I've seen it, and that's not how it runs. And she definitely mentioned the woman being the neck and the man being the head. So allowing the man of the home. And I really do think it's important for people to know that the man is the head of the home for a reason. Like, you have to, one thing I love about my father is he always demonstrated that he was somebody good to follow. And I always tell myself, when I get married, I need to be able to know that I can follow my husband, follow him on the decision makings that he makes, or even the way he walks as an individual, how he acts, his character and his well-being. Like, my father's character was wow. Like, I really love my dad. Don't have that, and thank God I was fortunate to have that father figure in my life, where I knew who was the boss, I knew who ran the show. But at the end of the day, it was also my mother who was able to be his right hand man. And if it was things that didn't go right, my mom was there to settle things. A woman is there to settle and not to create a mess, but to just make things all smooth. So if you have brick and it was lumpy and it was grainy, you're a woman, you're smooth that out and make sense of things that's going around. So she talked about submission, but she also talked about she also mentioned the man. Like, y'all not excluded. We talk about y'all for real. Because it's hard for independent women to not be independent if we're raising boys and not men. So I gave an example. If you guys watch my Instagram live, I gave an example of how in an African household, the women always get talked to. Like, you're supposed to cook, you're supposed to clean, you're supposed to do this. If a man does this, give him another chance. And we get all these pep talks. But what about our men? What about our boys? Because they out here doing whatever, but they don't get that pep talk. Also, not only the pep talk, but we have so many women trying to play mommy and daddy because the daddy is not there. So it comes to a point where the mother is only able to teach the man what she knows. Because she not no man. Like, she not going to be like, this is how you do this. This is how you do that. She can't do that because she's not a man. But she would teach her son to the best ability that she can, because that's what she know, or that's what she's seen. So definitely, I do believe that this generation is really not creating men. Like, chivalry's not dead. I want you guys to understand, chivalry's not dead. You can literally open the door for your girl, for your woman, And the reason why I feel like this generation gets mixed up with so many things, because we're giving boyfriends, or we're giving significant others privileges that they don't deserve. You giving boyfriend, husband privileges. You giving girlfriend, wife privileges. Like, no, you submit. People are scared to submit because they're submitting to the wrong person. You submitting to a boyfriend. Bye, Tyrone. Like, you submitting to the wrong people. So when you give your significant other these privileges that they don't deserve, like, of course things are gonna go wrong. Of course it's gonna go wrong. Like, how else is it gonna go? It's gonna go wrong. Like, it's really sad that because it was Fantasia and she spreaded the light, people listening. But it's simple people like Bunzivee or other people that's spitting gems and dropping nuggets, but you guys are not listening. And another thing that's wrong with this generation is that we don't listen. It has to be Kanye West to tell you that you gotta go to church. Like, your grandma been telling you that you had to go to church since you were 5, since you were little. Like, why? And I find myself guilty with this because it was so many things in my life where my father would tell me. And, you know, he'd be like, don't do this. Please don't do this. Bunzi, don't do this. And I'm over here like, don't do what? And I was a rebellious child, y'all. Y'all don't know. I was rebellious, okay? So I was just like, don't go to that party, go to that party. But then when it's your friend that don't even have no lick of life experience, she be like, girl, you should have let him go a long time ago. You be like, girl, yeah, I know, right? Why is it always like that? And it's not only for me, but I found myself guilty with that so many times. And it's sad that it took Fantasia to share that for people to understand. Like, yeah, maybe submission isn't that bad. You know, it's all good though, because she shed light to the generation. We really do need that. And she was dropping nuggets, so I really feel sad for anybody that didn't collect those nuggets. If you didn't collect those nuggets like a Mario game, what were you doing? You know, what were you doing? Have people out here that that know that they selfish, but they still want to get in commitments. And then when people tell you that you gotta be submissive, oh no, I can't be submissive to no man. No man gonna tie me down. No man gonna. Then why did you get yourself in this predicament in the first place? Why? Why, baby doll? Why? I didn't come here to hurt anybody's feelings, and if I did, I'm not sorry. It's just like real facts. You know, wisdom is here for a reason. You have people that will spit wisdom to you, and they're not spitting wisdom to you just so you can hear it. They spitting it because they've been through it and they don't want you to go through it. You know, some messages that people tell you, it's not they telling you to be overpowering you or whatever, or thing that they know everything. They tell you to warn you, don't go through this path because I went through this path. Like, that's the whole reason why God allows battles to happen to certain people. He allows battles to happen to certain people so that we can come out of those battles and be able to share it. So definitely, I hope I was able to share light to this generation needs to stand up. Our boys need to be trained to be men. We need more Peters. It's not that your wife, it's not that a woman has to be the prayer warrior of the home. No, men, stand up, pray for your home. Like, pray for your home. It's not your woman that has to be fasting and going into 10-day prayer or whatever. No, yes, the woman will always do her part. She will hold it down. She will pray. But men, stand up. Stand up. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. But it's not any man that's going to find a good thing in a wife. But it's a good man that's going to find a good in his wife. It's not always the women. Y'all give us groceries. We already give y'all food. What y'all want? Yep. Thanks, guys, for hearing out my little opinion, whatever. It's your girl, Bunzivee, and I'm out.